Now for Chapter 1, Boreham to Rouen, which is approximately 285 miles. Our first day, the 1st of June, took us from Boreham, east of Chelmsford, to Rouen, where we stayed at the Campanile Sud Hotel. We crossed the channel on the DFDS ferry Dover Seaway, landing in France at the Dunkirk ferry port. The Campanile Rouen Sud Hotel is very nicely situated and very quiet. Yes, we did escape the Jubilee celebrations, included the reported broadcasting disaster and the associated weather.
Let travel commence. We join the A12 at the Boreham interchange and travel in the direction of London and the M25, and soon start looking forward to the traffic densities we are likely to encounter in France and Spain. Brook Street, Brentwood, is where we join the M25 and set off southwards towards the Dartford crossing. It is pleasing to see that the widening to 4 lanes is complete to all intents and purposes. Travelling southwards, we go over the Queen Elizabeth II Bridge before arriving at the toll booths. The eagle-eyed amongst you, or those who are playing with the pause button, will notice a message on the screen to the right of the barrier. "Welcome, invalid," it reads. Don't know whether it is because I have a blue badge, or is it because I have a licensed road legal Class 3 mobile scooter, which is defined as an invalid carriage. We tend to travel to Dover via the M20, especially during daylight hours, as the traffic density tends to be much lighter. We leave the M25 at Swanley, very close to Canada Heights, which will be well known to any of you off-road motorcycle enthusiasts. On the way to the top of the Downs at Rouen, we pass Brands Hatch, no longer so visible from the road as the trees have grown up. Maidstone is passed, and we run alongside HS1, the Eurostar line, until it crosses to go into Ashford. Didn't see any rail traffic today, though. After Ashford, we soon reached the Channel Tunnel terminal at Cheriton, which spells the end of the M20, now reverting to the A20 before entering the tunnel towards Dover.
Spliced in at normal speed.
Yeah, I can do pretty much anything that's necessary. An MG there from Scotland. If you get along, mate, I can get you on the inside.
Please leave the roundabout at the first exit and then immediately keep left.
In the East End docks.
You going to take the camera off?
Yeah, I'll take the camera off once we get into the departure board. No?
Now keep left. In 150 yards, you will have reached your destination.
Since the demise of our ferry company of choice, Sea France, we have decided to travel DFDS from Dover to Dunkirk. Very comfortable, good cruise and good food. We travelled on the midday sailing, so lunch was taken. Future DFDS travel may be from Dover to Calais, as they have just started sailing on that route. A little bit of a maze getting out of the ferry terminal at Dunkirk, but we will soon be on the autoroute A16 towards Calais, Boulogne-sur-Mer, and our destination for today, Rouen.
Dover Seaways.
Arriving at the péage south of Boulogne, we pass over a very high viaduct. It looks very impressive from ground level and is over 1.3 kilometers in length. This is our first gare de péage, and you will notice that we use the left-hand orange télépéage lane. More about that later. This péage section of the A16 towards Abbeville has a surprising number of British cars on it. They seem to well outnumber French or other continental vehicles. The Abbeville Nord péage is where we branch off the A16 onto the A28 for a toll-free ride towards Rouen. This section of the autoroute A28 is forever climbing and descending as it crosses the many rivers flowing northwards to the English Channel. We will be breaking today's journey at Neufchâtel-en-Bray, where we visit the Leclerc hypermarket for some food for tonight and top up the fuel in readiness for the second stage of the journey. The dreaded roadworks traffic jam, but thankfully with normal French driving courtesy, nobody gets upset when you join the queue and change lanes. Approaching Rouen now. Check with Tracey that we haven't got any explosives or other inflammables on board. Not allowed to traverse Rouen or travel through the tunnel approaching Rouen if you don't comply.
Today was a bit like a prologue. Okay, the mileage was similar to that which we will be driving in the next few days, but half of it was on British roads. How wonderful to drive on the oh-so-smooth continental roads. The road surfaces are like chalk and cheese. I think all went quite well until we got to Rouen, when we and Marianne had a bit of a falling out. Too many stay in the left lane messages, and of course we didn't. Never mind, Marianne got us out of that problem, but we were beginning to have our doubts when at one point the road she wanted us to take was marked with that well-known and feared term, Route Barré. Never mind, we got over that and arrived at the Campanile Rouen Sud hotel, which is very worthwhile considering if you wish to stay overnight in the Rouen area. We have stayed there before, and it is set amongst trees, which makes it very quiet. We bought the items to make our evening meal at the Leclerc in Neufchâtel-en-Bray, as we had already had a very nice midday meal on the ferry. Now to look forward to the journey to La Rochelle. The car is already fueled up, so we should be able to get away nice and promptly in the morning.